Hello, 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 hello. It is your boys, the DM podcast, once again giving you that flavor in your ear. And today's podcast, we're having a little bit of fun. Me and my boy Wyatt have known each other for a lot of years, a lot of years. We've talked about ball for a lot of years. We know some of the ball players that we've liked, and we may disagree with some of the ball players we like, but we know each other. So we decided to say, okay, if I had to put a crystal ball and think of the five guys, active and in the past, that my boy YS would want to coach, who would he want to coach? And vice versa for me too. We're gonna talk some Kawhi Leonard and that whole lovely situation because it's borderline about to get really hilarious for the Clippers very soon. So we're gonna talk about that, a little bit of Euro ball, and what else, whatever we choose to talk about. Before I continue, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. How's my boy YS doing today?
You already know every day above ground. You already know.
As long as we're above ground, we are good. Because it just kind of happened, the Euro basket, their tournament that happened. It's done. Germany won. And Germany won, or Germany was pretty good. That following tournament, I think it was like a year or two ago. I forgot what it was. Not, they're never going to be in Copa, but it was one of the other tournaments that other mans were in. Germany ended up winning again. Germany, they didn't really have like, okay, they have Dennis Schroeder, who Euro Dennis Schroeder is basically prime like Chris Paul, prime Westbrook. Obviously, not the athleticism, but the way he plays with that team, and he's the star. It's crazy, and he has the Franz. He has Franz.
Yeah,
Franz, not like Franz doesn't play. Franz is playing, but they killed it. They beat Finland, who was kind of a surprise. No one really thought that they would go this far, but they beat Finland. They had to beat Turkey and Sangoon. Greece and Giannis. They ended up getting the bronze medal. There was a scene where Giannis was crying because he was very emotional.
yeah, yeah.
He won for his second country. I'm gonna say he's a Nigerian man. I don't want to say he's not. He's Nigerian, okay?
He is. You
He
already know.
but he won for Greece and them. Euro ball seemed like Jokic played. Luka was dominant throughout Euro ball. He was kind of hitting some 20. He's like 28, 10s, 5s. Like we were seeing some Luka Doncic for real. And Jokic doing the same thing. But my question to you, Euro basket had happened. A lot of men were playing well. But a guy like Dennis Schroeder, I heard it on the pod, so I might ask you, is he in the Basketball Hall of Fame? I'm gonna, while you answer, I'm gonna pull up his like history.
Yeah, okay. Shooter, he's a journeyman in the NBA, right? And to keep a
Yes.
job in the NBA, he's been in the league over 12 seasons, right? Played for numerous amount of teams. Like, he's definitely deserves to be. We want to look at the Euro stats, right? But he's a guy. He's a guy. Overall basketball, he's a guy. And it's not just contributing in the NBA, right? I believe Sabonis, right, is in the Hall of Fame, right?
Yep.
The Basketball Hall of Fame, right? And how many great years did he have in the NBA? He didn't have his best years in the NBA at all. At all.
At
Right?
all.
He was overseas. He had his best prime years. So Shooter has both in the NBA and in EuroLeague, right? Has reference, not just prime in NBA or prime in Euros. His reference. So Shooter, to me, definitely should be in the Hall of Fame. I feel like once you reach that in the NBA, you've played 1,000 accomplishment. I'm gonna check to see, but to me, that's just like the longevity, the health. There's so much things you have to dodge to make it that long and to be that long in the NBA, right? You have to be professional. You have to show up. You have to train. You have to work hard. There's so much things that go into playing 1,000 NBA games plus. People don't even really know. You know what I mean? So, but Shooter, definitely, in my opinion, definitely.
So he was the see, I was like almost underplaying that tournament that was like 2 years ago. It was FIBA World Cup. So that's the team with USA's on it, Canada, who like they technically messed up. 'Cause I think that was one of their better chances
Yeah,
to win, but they didn't. This is like America team with but no like stars. This was the Jalen Brunson, I think maybe Ant. Probably the Brandon Ingram one. I think it's the Brandon Ingram one that we expected more out of him. And Shooter
Yeah,
was the MVP of that tournament. A tournament that had a Giannis and everything. He was the MVP of that, you know?
God.
And then he's the Eurobasket MVP this year. So like two-time MVP playing overseas. Not bad.
Not bad at all. You're in the NBA averaging. You played 850 games. You still have a few years left. You're only 31. You're averaging for those games 14, 5, and 3
Yeah.
in the NBA.
If he were to win an NBA title, even as like a bench guy, but he was like a significant bench guy, I think he'd be like certified Hall of Famer.
But if you take it in, he's been a significant bench guy or been a significant role on every team he's played on. Like, you know what I mean? He's not even averaged every single year, aside from his rookie season, he's averaged double figures every single season. So to be doing that on so much different teams throughout your years, because he's a journeyman, you have a good role, right? So it's look at it like that too.
I didn't even think him. He's really yeah, he's always kind of averaged double. And I think in Sacramento they want him to start. I think they want him to start. And the thing with Dennis Schroeder, because when he joined the Raptors, I was actually happy, but I wanted him to come off the bench. I didn't really want him to start. But
Mm-hmm.
the thing is, there's moments he plays like a starter, but he kind of dribbles the ball a lot. Like he kind of does a little. He wants to play like the way the Europeans play, but he still kind of has a very "it's my team" mindset.
At times, huh? Yeah, he does dribble the ball. I noticed that a lot in Toronto, right? When we was in Toronto, I kind of like,
Yeah, and you don't really want
just
that
what
from
you want
him.
your guard to do, keep the dribble alive, but you're not Luca, respectively.
Right, he's not. But I think when he's in Eurobasket, like he clearly just he shines. Like the man shines when he's on Eurobasket. Like he, once again, I think he's a backup. He's a really good role player. If he's a starter, but you have like a lot of stars, he could be good as well. We forget that he was on that team with OKC with the Shea and Chris Paul. Like they were that three-guard lineup that was kind of killing teams. People it was hard to kind of guard them all three.
Was it? Was it?
And he was a big proponent of that. So but I think he can be such a quality backup player. But I know sometimes when he's on teams, those guys kind of dislike him. Daniel Tice, I don't believe he's on this team. It's either Daniel Tice or someone else that he gone to an argument with.
Mm,
And that man's not on the team because he's like, yo, if you're not gonna play 100%. Oh, Maxi Kleba, that's him. Maxi Kleba.
oh shit, Maxi.
Yeah, Maxi
Like,
Klebas wasn't gonna go 100%. He only wanted to, I think the report is like he only wanted to kind of like get his feet wet, get his endurance up. And he's like, yo, if you're not gonna play all in for this team, cut. Cut if you're not playing all in.
real
So
ballers know. Real ballers know.
so
Real.
like shouts out to him. But yeah, I do think if the man were to win like some sort of award, or like not even award, if he won a six man of the year, he just needs one NBA award. I think is officially a Hall of Famer. Either six man
He should have won a
or
six man. Should.
yeah, but clearly European shorter is a thing. Um, one of the news that happened this week, Josh Giddey got his contract. He got the 4 year, 100 mil. I don't really have it's just the way the NBA is for these guys and their contracts. There's only so much you can say. What is your thought? What are your initial thought when you see that Josh Giddey?
My initial thought is Chicago Bulls is just setting up a donation fund and donating to certain guys. Like Josh Giddey's part of the donation fund because where the F does Josh Giddey deserve $100 million for 4 years? $25 million a year for Josh Giddey. Are you kidding me? What has he really done? Triple singles. I was reading the comments. A bunch of triple singles. 8, 7, 8, 8, 5, and 6. Like with percentages that are less than mediocre. You feel me? So it's what are we really doing here? What's the direction? You guys have no star player, but are paying Josh Giddey. Focus on landing a star and then building around the star, or whoever you want to be a star. And that's not a star pay. That 100 million is not no star pay. That's a pay for a player that's producing consistently, right? So
He
I don't.
averaged four. well, I'll say 14.6, but let's say you can say let's say 15. Let's be nice. He averaged 15, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. So
Okay.
an all-around player.
That's pretty good still. That's pretty good still, right?
Um,
I
but
know
do
he's
I
shooting less
think
than
like
44%. I know. I don't even have to check. I know he is.
shooting the three, you're saying, or shooting overall?
Shoot overall shooting. Average NBA shooting percentage for every player is around 46%. You're not unless you're Allen Iverson, I'm not gonna accept 43 or 42.
He shot um his field goal was 46%. His three-point shot
Oh,
the
really?
last
Okay, I was on.
so no, but his Chicago year was good. His other years, I get what you're saying, his other years weren't good. 32, 33%. But I think he probably had the ball a lot more. Clearly, he had to have the ball more. Um,
Okay, okay.
that one OKC year, he had the ball. He shot it 14 times for 7 and 14.
That's okay. That's
I'm
pretty
not sure
good.
that OKC team wasn't good at all. But yeah, I don't know. We did the pod before about how much do man truly deserve? Truly deserve? Yeah, that man
True.
does not truly deserve that. Like, nah, man, no. Like, we're just paying guys, right? Kaminga doesn't have a contract. At least Kaminga, you can be like, hey, can you play some defense? Kaminga may play some defense for you, right? So I don't think he should get that. It's one of those Chicago had to pay him, or he was probably gonna go. But then I
Let
always
him
think to
know that.
myself, let him go. Yeah, let him go. Let him go. Like, you don't need to. But then I get it. Your fear is that a man will turn into Jalen Brunson. But yet, there's only one Jalen Brunson. Like,
There is.
it doesn't happen often that a man like leaves a team. Like, there's only so much. Like Kyle Lowry's trajectory only really happened with Kyle Lowry. You have to
That's true.
go there. It's only with the one man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to assume that Josh Giddey's gonna turn into he's gonna be a better defender, that's not gonna happen. He's always been a good passer. Where he's when he came into the league, a good passer. So no one's
He
shocked
has.
that he's a good passer.
Yeah.
Right? No one's shocked. People know, but other than that, like 25 mil?
It's not it still.
Hey, and is he your go-to guy?
Josh Giddey to go to like your franchise is winning 35 games max.
You have to bring in but then I also think you pay him because you're hopefully I pray that you guys don't try to be good. I know you got Vucevic, but do whatever you can, like see what Golden State wants. That Vucevic Kaminga deal is right there in front of your eyes as well.
Yeah.
Um, because if you bring Kaminga, you have Josh Giddey and Kaminga. Not saying that's a future anything, I truly am not. But at least you're like, hey, we have some young guys. We're gonna try something. I think a Chicago Bulls fan would be like, okay, let's see, let's throw it at the wall and see if it sticks. Right? So you gotta do something.
Kaminga's dynamic, so you already know.
Here's the
You
dynamic.
already know.
The biggest news that like it's sometimes I feel like it's being underreported while also being like, yes, I think it's being underreported because it's actually huge news if you take a step back and think about it. So we got to
Beyond,
chat about this. This Kawhi situation.
beyond.
Kawhi, Uncle Dennis. If people are sleeping under a rock, ultimately there was a report that came out from Pablo Torre, basically saying that Kawhi and his team are getting bread from the Clippers organization on the side. That's what it comes down to. We all are not idiots. We know there's always some side deals. It's human, but this one is being really
It's human. It's humans. It's humans. You're right. There's always yeah, yeah.
you know there's side deals happening, man. Everything is for everything happens, man. This is the NBA. This is the NBA. Let's not be
So this is the real world.
simple.
This is real world.
Simple, man. When they put bonuses on your contract, they're giving you attainable bonuses so you can hit. Okay. Now this is a little different. I just listened to a pod and they said that Adam Silver and them heard the rumors because the Raptors and the Lakers were complaining about this before. They said,
Oh,
"Hey, Uncle Dennis was talking like he wanted more." Do you want to know what Uncle Dennis and Kawhi were wanting from the Raptors?
what were
They
they want?
said they're saying that they wanted some ownership in the Maple Leafs What? Okay, no. They wanted like I think they wanted some additional like $10 million or whatever, just to hold.
Okay.
And they wanted Paul George, right? Which everyone knew they wanted Paul George at the time. Like that time, everyone's like, yeah, that's why the Clippers got Paul George. But everyone knew that he wanted to play with Paul George. But everyone was like, this is weird. Like all the demands he has. And it's not him, it's Uncle Dennis that's asking for all this stuff, right?
Why seems more humble than that? I heard he was driving the Tahoe and whatnot. He don't care.
Right. So like it's all that. And then there's just a bunch of reports. So like the league knew about it, but the league's like, okay, maybe they're just being funny and asking for it. So they ignored it. Well, clearly something did happen, right? Because there's a bunch of reports. There's another report that
A lot to keep him still, right? Right here already.
Kawhi was out on injury. There was a mysterious deposit of like 1.6 to $2 million. The man played the rest of the games. So you tell me, what are you thinking? What are your thought process? Is should there not be a punishment? And what is there?
Yeah, this should be definitely a punishment because like shit goes down, but to get caught is different. Like, we know it's different. So this is crazy. Like this new NBA with the gambling, guys talking about gambling and all this and all that, and now Kawhi just the direct deposit hit the account. I'm healthy again. Okay, let me play 82% of the rest of the games for the season. And before deposit didn't hit, I'm playing only 26%. So it's like, I don't know if Silver's going to make an example out of him, right? But
He has to, man.
he has to. Well, there's going to be definitely some punishment. And this, how ironic he's going to be going, having to be on the punishment. Clippers' best roster in the history of Los Angeles Clipper, and this is what's happening. It's like
Yeah.
these guys are truly cursed.
But it's Ballmer that's gonna get punished. So like
Which yes, because but okay, Ballmer's gonna get punished. What's Kawhi's just gonna
nothing will happen to him.
be out and playing?
Yeah, because you're the company that agreed to it. I'm a player. I can ask for whatever the fuck I want.
It's
I get
true.
nothing, right? So
You're right. You're right. You're right.
when this happened with Joe Smith back in the day to the Timberwolves, they lost 5 draft picks, which like we already know what that did. KG didn't have a running mate. KG didn't have a running mate because of that.
Only Wally Zerbiak.
Sam Cassell as his point guard. Like he could have had a running mate, some sort of running mate he could have had. We could have given him somebody. We had nobody. All because you didn't have no draft picks for five. You're not having draft picks for 5 years?
That's crucial.
That's a death nail to your franchise.
And you're already not good or barely 500 in the West when every team was winning 50 games, 55 games.
It's bad. It's
You
bad.
finished in 10th every year, didn't help.
Easily. So then like with the Kawhi situation, like, okay, and the thing is, why don't y'all just make it look real? Make it look real. There's a fake company that Kawhi owns or Uncle Dennis owns, whatever, and Steve Ballmer's putting $10 million in, $20 million in. Okay, cool, but plant a tree.
Do
You
something.
you
That's what
have
we did. Like,
you have a tree company and you didn't plant any trees.
no receipts.
No receipts. At least plant a tree. You plant a tree, then everyone can be like, oh well, he did. It's a
Did
legit
something.
business.
They don't be worth it, but he did something.
Right? Because then being a bomber just an investment. He just helped the man. He's just a good friend of Kawhi's. That's possible. Anyone can do that. But he didn't plant no trees. Just empty. All you see is $20 million going to his bank account. And the person who's snitching, it's most likely the guy who used to, or he's probably still like an owner of the Clippers who's suing them right now. Because how's all this news coming out?
Mm,
Somebody's snitching.
someone snitching heavy, heavy.
Someone's like, F
You
you.
know, this news should not be able to leak. Just like that Draymond Jordan Poole punch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Certain shit's just in-house, only in-house, like lip seal. And who did someone didn't sign NDA?
Yeah. Just signing a day is crucial in this day and age. Make sure
NDA
you
is
sign
crucial.
it.
Yep.
Um, Now, if I was Adam Silver and I had to punish him because the other owners are looking, first of all, if I'm the other owners, I may tell Adam Silver to chill because Jalen Brunson took a pay cut. We're on your ass next, New York. We're on your ass next, okay? Because Jalen Brunson took a pay cut. And he didn't have to, but he took a pay cut for his friends, which he's just being a good homie, I guess. Oh, there's something that got oh, the pops should there's a new coaching staff and the pops is still there. Okay, that has to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? We'll pay the pops probably one of the highest assistant paid out here. You cut me 10 million, give my pop 5 million.
Yep, yep, yeah, yeah, yo.
Something has to be happening. But if I'm
Everyone's gonna skim if they can skim. Let's keep it a
Of
buck.
course, of course. So if I had to punish the Clippers, the easiest thing you do is tell Steve Ballmer that he can't participate in any basketball activity with the team for like I'll probably suspend him for 2 years.
Okay.
You can't take their draft picks because they don't have any. So you can't take something they don't have. Um, if the Raptors and Lakers really want to complain, maybe, and I'm probably being biased here. I'm probably being a little biased. Like maybe give a Raptor just an additional pick. So Raptors get an additional pick, like cost free, not on their cap or something. Like, I'm being biased. I know I'm being biased. That sounds too good to be for the Raptors or even the Lakers. But
The informant pick.
you know what I'm saying? Like you take their pick some way. But yeah, you they if I could take out their picks, I would take like probably 4 years of their picks. I'm taking that. And I'm probably yeah suspending Walmart from the team. I can't do nothing with Kawhi. I really can't. Because suspending Kawhi for 50 games is Kawhi actually wants that. I can't. I don't want to force him to play. If anything,
But yeah, 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 yeah. You don't want to spend quite 50 games though. Uh-huh,
you
uh-huh.
know what I'm saying. What would you do?
Okay, so I would maybe do 1 year, suspend him for 1 year from basketball activities. And I don't know what else I'd do after that. Actually, I'd want to punish the uncle. Like I
Right,
want
that's
to.
who I really want to punish. Right, you're 100%.
I'm wondering how. Like, how can we punish the uncle? You know what I mean?
Because he's
Because
still always gonna
Ballmer's
be.
just looking at like, I want Kawhi here. I want to keep him happy. I want to do what it takes for the franchise. Like that's where Ballmer's coming at. We get
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
But Uncle Dennis, he's the one that's just greedy in this situation. He's just greedy.
right, right.
Every
Ballmer
cent that
is a
Kawhi,
billionaire. Ballmer gave $28 million. That's 2% of his overall net worth. He's good.
the difference between a million and a billion. You can
He's a
count a million in
billion.
11 days. To count to 1 billion is going to take you 31 years.
He's
That's the difference.
he's like what the 11th richest man in the world or something.
Oh shit, he's cracked the top 15.
Palmer, his net worth, and I know it's a lot. Oh my God, this is too much money. Is that possible to say? This is too much money. 153.9 billion dollars he's worth. What do you do with that? That's so much money. So
100 billion.
to me, Uncle Dennis did a good job. Get
100
that
billion.
20, get that $28 million. I need to know what is the percentage of 30 mil to 150 billion. I just want to know that. It's,
That's like two.
that's like 2%, right?
I don't even know. I'm just
Yeah, because 30 to 150, just 30 to 150 is 20%. And you got to put out more zeros. So it has to be like 2%. Like probably less than 2%.
yeah, less. Yeah.
That's
100
crazy.
billion.
When I see a man have this much money,
Well, it is less than 2% because 100 billion, 1 billion
yeah,
is
yeah,
1%.
exactly,
So
exactly.
30 million is like a fraction of a percent.
Yeah, yeah, so it's way less. So he gave him chump change. When I see $153 billion, all I think to myself, yo, bummer. You just throw me a 100K. 100K. I'm being civil here.
Damn, nigga, throw me 100 M. You're right. 100
You know
M's.
what I'm saying? Throw me 100M, but like, you know what? Chump change, throw me 100K. Just don't even
Some,
don't even
some,
worry about it.
some is 350K. Just throw us 350 each. You know what I mean?
Just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You could lose out and be like,
you lose that, you put on the new Microsoft fucking thing, you make that money back. That is a lot of money. Yeah, then he has to be top 10 then. But yeah, so like you suspend him for a year, you probably charge him money if possible. But I hate when the league charges money because to me, like, who does it go to? Where's the money going? Is that money gonna help? Like to me, you want to really this won't do nothing to them. That 153 billion, give $1 billion, 1 billion to WNBA. That's what I would tell them. Give $1 billion to WNBA.
Oh shit.
Let them help them out. Put some money in their
I'm
hands.
trying for the help.
Open a build a team for the WNBA. Like that's what I'll tell that nigga to do.
Oh, that's not bad.
You know what I'm saying? Let's come to a real agreement. Like let's try to benefit each other. Um, Man, richest man in the world.
Ban Uncle Dennis from everything basketball.
100%. That guy has to go.
He's not allowed in the arena, not in the practice facilities, nowhere.
It says, see, for some reason, Wikipedia says Steve Ballmer has 118 billion. Still a ton of billions. And he's like top 10.
Still,
Still freaking 10, bro. Um, damn, damn. Okay, let's talk about what we really came here to talk about. We came here to talk about our like favorite type of players that we want to build within a team. So let's have some fun with it. You know, we randomly thought about this, and I think it could be cool. So, like I said originally, we're gonna pick both of us are we already have our list of the five guys that we're starting a team. I'm thinking, okay, who if my boy YS is the coach, GM, whatever, and I gotta give him a team. So I guess I'm the GM of his, and he's the coach, and this is who his team is. This is who I think. We're going old and new, vice versa. And then we can also talk about the players that we would want to pick. What do you want to start first? The old or the new? And do you want to go
oh,
first? Or let me go first.
start with that old. I'll go first for you still. I'll go
Hey, I'm
first.
so excited. I'm so excited. Let's fucking go. So who's
Okay. At the one, these are active. This is the active list. At the
who's the
one.
active guys? Okay, cool, cool.
At the one, the Slovenian Luka at the one. Okay, let's get it. You already know, like you could get into it. I'm just gonna say the name, you get into it. All right. Number two, this guy has the IQ, the defense. He led some squads that shouldn't have deserved to go to the finals and the East Finals. I'm going with Jimmy Butler at the two, right?
This is guys who you think I would want, I would like?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. To coach and GM.
Okay.
The third, here's the thing with the third. Healthy, he's a guy. You fuck with him. He's a guy, healthy. But there's a lot of turmoil right now. He brought us a ring.
Okay.
Fourth, Captain Greece, but he ain't Greek. Okay, Giannis at the four. At
Mhm.
the five, you love this guy. He's so talented. He's probably arguably going to be the top three talented big men ever. Joker.
So I get why you picked who you picked. So after we pick it, we analyze it. So I'm gonna analyze your list for me. I see why you picked what you picked. Oddly enough, I think the guys I picked, I just picked younger guys. But I don't hate like the
With
Jimmy
these guys,
Butler,
Jimmy Butler has 34.
like
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler and Kawhi. I get why you picked them because the funny thing, because when I tell you the guys that I picked for the young, it just makes sense why you picked Jimmy Butler and Kawhi because I do like the wing defender. Like I like the wing
Like
defender.
you're going with Amen Thompson.
No, no. So for the ones that for me, right, that I picked for myself,
Yeah.
that like if I was my own GM or whatever. So I do like it's funny. I like that point guard. I like a point guard who's a point guard. I like the vision, da da da. Da. So I picked for myself Tyrese
I
Halliburton.
was gonna say Tyrese, but I was like, there was a lot of hate. You were kind of like up and down with him.
You're right. So I get it.
I
It's
was
more
up and
for
down with him. So, and
defense.
I was thinking at first because I'm like, yo, the only one point guard in his prime that I'm thinking right now would be Chris Paul, but he's not in his prime. You know what I
Right,
mean? As an
right, right.
actual, you know
I
what I mean?
get
So
it.
I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, who else is? It was like,
I do like the I had like it was like an Ant-Man slash D Mitch for my shooting guard. But I get why you picked the Jimmy Butler because the defense, like Ant-Man, like the
and
defense,
I too,
it's
yes,
like that. And then my three was a list of guys like Dort, OG, Herb Jones. You picked Kawhi. And I'm like, okay, that's who I like. I like the defender. I want the defender that's gonna
that's what I was
do it
going with.
all. I'm surprised you didn't pick this guy for my power forward. I get why you picked Giannis, but maybe I'll just be more biased. And because I think I had Tyrese as my point guard and I had Ant, so it was Pascal. So I'm like Pascal was my guy. So
Okay, I was okay. I'm thinking who you like, and then okay, yeah, yeah.
no, no, but it makes sense. And then you picked Jokic.
I had to have got that right. I hope. Is there a
No,
better five? I didn't get that right.
no. So
Wait.
it's all because of the type of team I was going for. Because like I like the thought of having my number one option was Ant, my number two option was Pascal. So to me, I wrote a dumbed and I'm not even a big fan of this guy, but a dumbed down version of AD. I tell you all the time, like, but a dumbed down version of AD, you know who I realized who that is? Zubac for me,
Really, you have to. Okay, okay. Because I was thinking, I know you fuck with Zubac. Like you fuck with Zubac.
right? But it's all because of the everyone else. But of course, the team you have, I would fucking that's a glorious team. I love that.
Should I 0 for 5 the whole field?
Okay. Now for the new guys, for the current players, I really went young for some reason. Okay. For the point guard, um, Cade Cunningham, because you
Okay.
kind of like
I like that.
you like a big guard who kind of can navigate but also score.
Either Cade Cunningham or LaMelo.
I wanted to also like this play.
You know, exactly.
It's
LaMelo.
true. You know, you're right about LaMelo. I should have done LaMelo. You're right. You're right.
I like Cade. I like Cade though. Cade is
No, but it's true. LaMelo is more. Okay, so the number two, um, Amen Thompson. You are a huge fan of his.
I like guys
You
too.
love the winged defense.
I like
He also
guys.
can play a little bit of the one on a different type of lineup. So I picked him for your two. Your three, or Amen Thompson can play the three. I actually picked Edwards as well because you like that like FU mentality.
Yeah, yeah. He's got that
So,
pedigree. He's got that
yeah,
pedigree.
that's someone you always kind of like. So Amen and then Ant and they're both good defenders. And you like when man's play. You don't like when people slack on defense.
Hell no.
Always hate that.
Hell no.
This one I know I got wrong. I don't know why I picked him for you, but Jaden McDaniels.
I like him, but yeah, I wouldn't have. But I like him though. I like him. I like him.
Right? Like I don't think so. Now I put this guy as my five because it was hard for me to find a five for you because I didn't want to go with the Jokic's and Embiid's because I'm like, okay, this is odd. Like it's like I didn't want to give you that. I wanted to make it like hard for myself. You know what I'm saying? So, but this one's not that hard. But I'm like, if Anthony Davis chose to be a five, I think you would love him at like coaching him and him on your team.
100%. 100%. AD at the 100%.
So who yours like for you said LaMelo at your guard. Who's your two? And
My two. Well, this is. I got Edwards at the two for me, right? So you got that right. Three. For the three, I didn't have this is coming out there because I didn't have my list written down, right? For example, but for the three, who would I have for the three? It wouldn't be KD. Who would
I know it definitely won't be KD.
I have for the three right now?
You do talk about Jimmy Butler a lot.
I would have on the team too. Like I don't know, but three, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. The three, the four. I like Greek though. Like I just like
Yeah,
Greek. Like he's
it's,
just
he's amazing. He tries. He's like a perfect. He's such a coachable player to me. Such a coachable player. Who's your five?
I like Sengun. Like I
You
like
do like Sengun. That guy is your guy. He a playmaking, big, who can kind of do it all. Defense still needs a little bit of work, but
definitely.
he's not a slouch. He's not a slouch, which is a good thing. He's not prime JV on the Raptors, like what are you doing type shit. Like he's not that. So that's
Yeah.
cool.
Now the retirees, the retired. You know what I mean? All these guys are
I
obviously
can't wait to give you
they're
my
Hall of
point
Fame.
guard. I can't wait to give you my point. For some reason, I feel you like this guy, and I could be completely wrong, but my brain thinks it's him. But you go first. You want me to go first?
Now I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go for point guard, captain. This is the first light skinned killer I've ever seen with the basketball. This is the first light skinned killer I've ever seen with basketball. Baby face, green eyes, with the high top. The school he's coming out of is not coming to me right now. I'm sorry, but drafted to the Mavericks first, right? Has a ring with the Mavericks with Disco Dirt. Jason Kidd. Shout out to Kidd. Number two, you're two. I said, you know, everyone likes Jordan, but you liked Wade better. Flash, Wade. Let's get it. Let's get it. Brought Miami the hardest chip in '06
Yeah.
with an out of shape Shaq. Let's get it. For the threes was hard because I'm like,
Dude, when I was doing it, it was hard for me too.
shoot, but I can't lie for the threes. So,
Yeah, but for doing three for myself was hard as shit. That was a
right.
hard one for
I
me.
went through some lists and I'm like, okay, like you like defense, but I'm like, I don't feel like you talked about this guy enough, but you'll give him the respect he deserves or whenever his name's brought up. For the three, and he's defender too, we could do it all. I want Pippen. Okay. For the four, when you talk about power forwards, you talk about all time, you talk about best three power forwards of all time. If you don't say this gentleman's name, you're under a rock. You're living on the island he came from with no cable.
He really
I
did.
mean, real talk. He was supposed to be a swimmer. He was supposed to be a swimmer. Thank God the States got Phelps. We got Timmy D, Tim Duncan, the big fundamental, one of the top three best power forwards. This is the five now. This was so hard for me. This was hard. This was definitely hard because I had like a split between the two, right? They were both dominant. One was a physical specimen. The other one, he's teaching Giannis footwork right now, right? So I went with, I'm undecided. I went with Shaq and the Dream.
So, you know what's so crazy? It's funny. We clearly know each other for years. Clearly. When I'm telling you, my guy, this is my boy, this is my brother, 3 out of 5.
I want
This
to get
is my brother.
okay.
So, of course, light skin, J Kid.
Yeah,
You already know I love that guy.
yeah,
He's a
yeah.
passer. He's always looking for he's always looking, right? He always wants to make the best play. Became a better three-point shooter, everything. Dwayne Wade, my favorite player. I love that guy. Slasher, everything. Um, I agree with you for like the third one. When I tell you names, you'll be like, you've heard me mention them, but it won't
Yeah.
make sense for my team. I said a calm, that's right, calm Steven Jackson. But like what I like the type of like Gerald Wallace. I wrote
Yeah,
Corey Maggette type,
crash. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So then I wrote a guy because when you mentioned defender, and like I wrote Bruce Bowen.
Yes,
But
yes.
like, I don't really feel I like your Pippen pick because he is a Kawhi type. Like he's the defender that I actually do really like. He does everything.
I was picking kind of boss. I was picking guys with rings in general,
That makes sense. Um,
except Jimmy and Luca. But I was picking like, especially for the all-time team. But yeah, yeah, yeah.
no, it makes sense. So the four, I liked your Timmy Duncan pick. I don't know why I picked because I would like your pick more than mine. I
I'm,
picked I picked Chris Bosh. Why did I pick him?
it makes sense, but like Timmy D and you were
Yeah, I love Timmy D. I think
like we go back 008. It's like, yo,
yeah, there's no ego. There's like it's everything. So
like
and the five, the dream. I picked your because I'm like I can't go because I'm trying to think that I love shot. I
yeah,
love shot.
yeah, yeah,
But Akeem, okay, if I J Kid's my point guard.
yeah,
So J Kid has to pass it to the big man, right? And that's Hakeem. Hakeem, footwork, da 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 da, great defender.
yes,
It was
yes.
perfect.
I
Perfect.
was thinking I maybe got the center wrong, maybe, but I know I'm like Timmy D is a hit. So I'm just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
the three
Mine's
guys
wrong.
are gonna be J Kid, Timmy D, and Wade. And then you're like, yo, I'm like, it's not Timmy D, but hey,
Yeah, but the
work.
Hakeem one, I'm like, this guy sniped with Hakeem. That's my guy, Hakeem, because I love Shaq.
Yeah.
And Shaq can do a lot, but I'm just thinking, man. And the reason I think I kept focusing. The reason I probably picked Bosch is because I kept thinking of Shaq first. But I'm like, I don't want Shaq. You know what I'm saying? I want Hakeem.
Mhm.
Okay, for you,
Man, as long as you call my three main,
I don't think I'm gonna. Because I didn't pick. I know how much you like Dirk. You love Disco Dirk, but I'm
yes,
thinking of a team that would like make sense on like the way they would play. But I shouldn't have done. I could just pick five guys, and then I would have picked probably Dirk, 100%.
Dirk is definitely my four. Like
Yeah,
that's
I know he's your guy. Okay, I know it. So the number one, the point guard. I don't think maybe you never mentioned this guy, but maybe I'm dreaming because I thought you would have mentioned him. Penny Hardaway.
oh, I like that pick a lot. What's
Because
funny? What's funny about a pick? I was watching Penny highlights literally yesterday.
I'm like this guy, like because it's
He,
even like the way Cade plays, the way you play. Sometimes I'm like, oh, it's kind of Penny like Penny plays this way. So I picked him. Number two, Michael Jordan. You love once again, it's the FU attitude.
he
It,
already know.
it is what it is. So there's no question
Yeah,
about that to me. Number three is Carmelo.
no,
'Cause
that's my
that's your guy. That's your
that's my
that's your
favorite player.
game. That's your guy.
Favorite player still.
See four, I even wrote, I know it's I should be I said I know I should pick Dirk, but I'm trying to make the team make sense. I know I should pick Dirk, but I wrote Tim Duncan because I'm like, okay.
That's honestly, there's Dirk is 1A, Tim Duncan's 1B. Like, don't get it twisted. It's not like Dirk is here and Timmy's here.
Mhm,
It's like this.
mhm,
It's
100%.
like this. So, like, that's a 1B. Like, so
Um,
yeah, that's
so
right to me.
so the five I picked, once again, I was focusing so much, I wanted the team to make sense. So who I pick at the five won't make sense. But I picked I said a Christoph Porzingis type. That's who you would want. Like a long, tall guy who can play defense. But I ultimately picked like a Tyson Chandler. But I,
Okay.
but
Okay.
I said if you ever have to put Timmy Duncan at the five, then a guy who I would add, shouts out to new, you know who I'm about to shout out. But I would say Dr. J.
Yo, I love that guy. That guy originated Duncan still. I
So
can't
I'm
lie.
like, he like Dr. J, maybe a Scottie Pippen at the four, so Tim can be at the five.
I
But
like
like,
all those picks. I like all those picks still.
tell me who are your like guys, to start.
Okay, for my one, what I was looking for, but I had no problem with one was Stockton.
Ooh, okay.
And Stockton, like tough as nails, played. I always talk about, he played like 10 straight seasons, didn't miss a game. Like he's the point guard, like he's getting like 15 and like 12. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You already know Jordan.
yeah,
Then I go with the Jordan pick. Melo. That's my guy. Timmy D, I like Timmy D. I would have went with Dirk, obviously, right? But you even got like four out of the five, I would say still. Because I still count Timmy D because I would it was difficult between Dirk and Timmy because like we both grew up that era watching
yeah,
both those guys and
yeah,
they were
yeah.
cooking. They were cooking, right? So
Yeah. They're both just different type of guys, but the type of player they are, they're both winning players, man. They're just winning players.
yeah,
Both, that Duncan is the most unselfish player. The man really let Ginobili and Parker become Hall of Famers.
telling you. From the two, three, and the four were just ding 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 ding. We're like,
Like he allowed these guys to be because they weren't like that, but he made them Hall of Famers.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Dog, you know, you,
It's good.
you already
Um,
knew I should have picked Nowitzki. You already knew. You already knew.
we didn't add this. Let's just think, right? Because we're pretty much done the pod, but let's give ourselves another like 10 minutes on the pod, right?
Okay,
Let's think of me and you. Let's work together on a team. We're the GMs.
with the GMs.
With five guys that we would want to, you know,
Active players right now.
we'll do active and we'll do back in the day.
Okay, active. I love your Halliburton pick at the one. He's going to be a guy up and down offense, exciting. He has good height for the guards, so I think we both agree with Halliburton.
Yeah, I like Halliburton too. But do we want to? So let's just, I'll just, for argument's sake, do we want a defender or are we just gonna build a defensive team around him?
I mean, would you say Halliburton's a pylon on the court, or he?
No, I don't think he's a pylon, but he's a crossing guard sometimes. He's putting a stop sign and
Okay, here's the thing when I think about defense, as long as the majority of guys on, when I mean majority, like there's 3 to 4 guys and there's one that could be like a Steph Curry, you can hide him sort of thing. Then okay, as long as he's bringing more than what we're losing,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Like the Pacers had a top 10 defense randomly, or like top 12 defense or whatever with a Halliburton, so it's definitely possible. Okay, so we got Halliburton at the one. Okay, who's the two?
I like what your pick with Edwards.
Yeah, I think we both agree with Edwards. Killer. He's a killer. The brother's a killer. He's a
Okay,
brother a killer. Three.
the
I
three,
I like your guy, Amen.
I, I love him. I love him. I
So
love him.
like, I'm okay with Amen, honestly, because yeah, I'm okay with Amen.
I'm gonna keep it a bug with you. I go to Houston game. Let's say me and you go to Houston versus Raptors game. The team's walking by. I'm like, yo, hey man, let me get a. I'm not asking KD. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
get a pick. Let me get an autograph.
yeah,
Straight up. Yo, Noah, come. Let's get a pick with Amen. Let's get. Come with Uncle. Yeah. Real
yeah,
talk. I'm not. You think I'm kid? I'm going to Sangoon. I'm going to Amen. I'm going to Udoka. I'm getting
yeah.
a pick with Udoka. Let's keep it a buck.
Um, yeah, I think Amen's a good pick. So Halliburton, Ant, Amen. Okay, the four.
This is a squad right now. This is scary. The 4 right now.
Yeah.
Who the 4 right now? Like obviously we could pick Giannis, but do you want to go young? I kind of want to go young.
Yeah, because they're kind of went pretty young. So the four, um,
Who's a good 4 that's young? Jeremy Grant's too kind of up and down. Like, and I like Grant, right? But
yeah, he's an older vet. Because I was thinking to myself, okay, who is the number one option? Ant's the number one option. Do we make the five man the second option or the four man the second
I
option?
mean, AD's kind of older too for the 4, and you have your thing with AD, right? So
Um,
shoot,
I'm telling you, if AD was a five, he would just be so good as a five. If he just said, you know what, I don't want to be the number one guy. I'm a Hall of Famer anyway. I'm a part of the top 75. Like I won a title. I'm just going to try my best to win a ring. Like I would rather him do that. I would almost rather him do that. So I have a four, but then our five has to be a like a big guy. Because the four, what do you think about Chet?
I'm not even fucking mad at Chet. I'm not even mad at Chet. He has a ring. He's still getting better.
Yeah,
This is not the best Chet we've seen, not even close. So
yeah, that's scary, man. Do I think about that's scary? It's not the best Chet we've seen. That's terrifying.
yeah, beyond, beyond, beyond.
So he's the
That's
four,
length, that's defense, that's passing lanes.
right? Because Halliburton just has so much options. He has Ant, who was shooting like darn near close to 40%, and Man is gonna get better at shooting. Tyrese Halliburton is good. Then you have Chet. So okay, now Halliburton has
It's just us fighting.
who's Halliburton's? Who's the five? Who's gonna make it all work?
Would be a good 5. Like, yeah, I don't think I can't. Would be a good 5.
It has to be a
Where
big guy
it's
because if Chet is your four, you need like a physically big guy.
like I like the Zubats, right? I like the Zubats. I like Joker, obviously. I like
Yeah,
Zubats. But who is younger? Who is younger that's still
a young big who has size on him.
Klingen still needs to show me more in Portland. You know what I
I
mean?
see, but I like that. I like that. That does make sense.
Kessler needs to still show me more too on Utah, sort of thing. So it's like I'm trying to go. Who's a good big that's
We can just go like, it's one season, let's say 2 seasons.
who's a good big?
I like the Zubac one. I
Because he's
ultimately like AD. I ultimately love the AD one. If
I
he was caring.
you know I like AD. We slot him at the 5 and keep Chet at the 4. That's still good.
That's really good. Really good. And you tell AD to be like arguably your like third, fourth option.
Oh, he'll love that. He'll love that.
Crazy good, right? Because
He'll-
Ant's your number one, and then honestly, everyone could just be kind of waiting in the wings, right?
Yeah,
You're like waiting for whatever Halliburton passes to, right? How much alley-oop dunks can AD and Halliburton have?
and Chet, yeah, or
So much.
Chet, like every
Uh,
man can shoot the three,
yeah,
right?
it's not
Um,
bad at all.
you
All
got
defense. We really gave Halliburton four defenders.
yeah, and it's all good size. Ant Man at 6'4", 6'5", 210, 220, good size. A-Man 6'7", 6'6", great size, physically gifted. Chet is like 7 foot, 6'10" ish, whatever, long ass wingspan. AD 6'10". All these guys are defenders, but Halliburton is a little better than Curry at defense.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so let's go old school. Let's go non-active players.
Let's go.
Um, Point guard. It'd be hard for me not to say Jason Kidd. Not gonna lie to you. Not gonna.
Point guard, it's between to me Jason Kidd or John Stockton. How I feel.
Um,
This keep like to me. It's just I'm going with Jason Kidd more because he's has more size
yeah. Okay.
and
Can we go then? I'll go Jordan
more
at the
all around. He's more all around. Stockton was passing assists,
yeah.
like he wasn't getting rebounds, but that wasn't his role. But Kidd is more all around.
Yeah.
Plus, he has a ring.
The so we go Kid Jordan
Yeah,
at the two. I do agree. Gotta go Jordan at the two. Um, I think arguably Scotty at the three.
we could do Scotty. We could do Bird. We could do. I like Scotty though. I like Scotty. I like Scotty.
Right?
We were watching Scotty. We were watching Bird. So
Yeah. So we got Scotty at the three. Yeah, I think we go Timmy at the four.
Timmy or Dirk. Timmy or Dirk.
For this squad. If we go Dirk, we uh a defensive five. If we go Dirk,
You got the
imagine
dream.
if you go Akeem.
You got the dream. Dirk and
Akeem,
Akeem in this NBA now too. He'd be shooting threes plus blocking and posting.
he'd be a healthy version of Embiid,
Oh, he'd
and
be
like a healthy version of Embiid.
no, a better version, a healthier and better version would be. That takes his diet seriously.
So then I maybe we have to ask this question just real quick. A healthy version of Embiid, healthy seven, let's say 65 to 70 games of Embiid, healthy. Is he better than Jokic? Or do we like his game more? Because it's like kind of old school, what we kind of came up with.
We like his game more when he's healthy and not acting a fool, definitely. But Joker is more effective. Joker as a team is more effective, and a team environment is more effective, right? Embiid is more dominant in the post than Joker. Joker's not in there posting you and whatnot, but Joker can dominate the game in general,
Yeah.
not just scoring, right? So, but I like Embiid's game, but
Yeah. Yeah. So then yeah, Hakeem at the five, Dirk at four, which I think is lovely. You go Jordan, and then you have Dirk. You have a man who can shoot threes. You tell Scotty just to play some defense. Jason Kidd just has a bunch of options around him. I like that.
the old school team is really crushing the new school team. Like they're really,
They
it's really sick.
banana because the thing is, it's good. What the guys we didn't pick Steph, we didn't pick LeBron because they're like fucking close to the guys retiring and to the
Two
guys.
more years, yeah. Like that's why I'm like at the four. We're like, who's at the four? Like, when we pick LeBron, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like,
And I love LeBron. Like I'm not picking him, man.
I know he's 41. He's
Like
41.
we're going to year 23. Now we gotta chill.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
gotta chill. We gotta chill. We gotta
Next
chill.
time I'm a 23-year-old LeBron, I'm like, okay, but this is a 42-year-old LeBron, so
23-year-old LeBron, he may play the one. Okay, like he legit may play the
yeah.
one. So it's different. But that's it. That's for the pod. It was fun kind of figuring out the teams that we would decide to pick. Next week we're gonna talk about the NBA season is like a month away, the preseason is a month away. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna talk about what we're excited about. We're also gonna give our list of the best trios. I think I'm gonna pop up. If I can make another tiers list, I'll make another tiers list. It should be fun. Talk about the best teams out here. And don't forget, we have our top 75 players going into this NBA season. I think we're gonna do 75 to 30 and then 30 to 1. And then we'll have all our predictions, blah, blah, blah. It should be fun. I kind of made my list for top 75, like 1 to 75, but I'm changing it because I'm trying to really clarify my top 10
Yeah.
because there's mans that I want to that I put on my top 10. I'm like, are they really top 10 or do I just really like them? So I gotta
You
make
can't
the
be biased. You
I
can't be
can't be too
biased, right?
biased. So and I'm
Every list got a little bias in them because someone likes a player a little bit more than
oh
someone.
yeah. Oh yeah, of course. And then like this year, you can't put the Halliburton because I think the top 10 players in the league is pretty easy if Tatum and Halliburton and Austin, arguably Embiid, are all playing. But all like I don't think Embiid's gonna make my list at all because I don't want to put a guy who I just don't know. I don't know his
No,
what
yeah,
the status is. So
yeah.
um and I'm gonna do my best not to put Zion on. So catch that in a couple 2 weeks. Probably that's just the hater in me. That's simply the hater in me.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
It's simply the hater in me. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We will talk again very soon. Peace.